I want to talk about this. This is something that is very important to me that I want to talk about. I think this one particular thing kills a lot of people's dreams even before they even get taken off. And what I'm talking about is basically, not even basically, the thing I'm talking about is consistency. Consistency, I think, or lack thereof, is the one thing that can 100% kill a lot of people's dreams before they even get planted, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know as far as my career goes, and not even just my career, just stuff in general, the thing I've always lacked is consistency. Like I was trying to talk about earlier, like for the videos, we'll get on the roll, or the streams, we'll get on the roll where I'm like streaming every day, blah, blah, blah. I'm popping out videos, pow, 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 I'm slapping them. And then like, I just stop for like a week. Then I come back, I'm kind of just still doing videos. I'm not slapping them. I'm putting like, kind of like laying them out there, you know what I'm saying? Like dangling them out. And I stop for like a month. Then I come out and put like 2 videos. Then I stop for like a year, bro. And it's like every time I start building a little bit of momentum, I stop and I get smacked back down. And I gotta kind of start all over from the beginning. It's all just consistency, like, right? And I think what people get messed up sometimes with consistency is they think they gotta go all in, right? Yeah, you want to go all in with the effort, right? Like, for example, for my channel, one of my goals back then was to put a video out every single day. I was going to have a video every day, and I want to stream like 4 times a week. That's not really necessary to get started, bro. What you want to try and do is, and this is kind of goes for anybody who's trying to like get into content creation or streaming or anything. Yes, I'm not the most decorated streamer or content creator, period, obviously. But I know what it takes to get started. And I know, like, just think about, if you think about your favorite YouTuber or your favorite content creator, they may not post a video every single day, right? But you know they're going to post maybe once a week, or you know they're going to stream once every Saturday and Sunday. And it's crazy because I've seen streamers stream twice a week and have crazy success, and I've seen streamers stream every day and have crazy success. I've seen people on YouTube post a video every day and go nowhere, and I've seen people post a video once a week and they fly up. You know what I'm saying? But those people who did it once a week were consistent with it. They posted every single Wednesday. Maybe those people who posted a video every single day, they did it for like a month straight, fell off for like 5 months, came back. You know what I'm saying? Consistency is key if you're trying to succeed in anything. I'm not even talking just content creation. In general, right? Let's say you're trying to get in shape, right? For me, I'm trying to get in shape right now. I have that same issue, right? I'll get on track for like 2 weeks, right? Boom, boom, I'm losing weight. And then like I stop for like 4 or 5 days. I get sick or I hurt my knee or something like that. And then like I kind of get reset with my cardio. Then I got to kind of build back, fall back down. I got to build back to where I was and then pass that again. So you like kind of just keep resetting yourself. Even let's even bring it back to, let's say you're trying to make new friends, right? What's the easiest way to make new friends? If you go to just think about it. As a kid, right? You easily made friends with the people who you were in class with. Why? Because you consistently saw their faces. Let's say you go to work, right? You typically will have at least 1 or 2 friends at work. Why? Because you consistently see their faces every single day. You want to make new friends, all you gotta do is consistently go to the same spot every day. Let's say it's at your basketball court, or let's say you go to the same Barnes and Noble or the same Starbucks, you know what I'm saying? Or you go to the same clubs, or you go to the same movie theaters, or anything. You're going to end up making friends at that same spot because you're consistently going to the same places. Anything you're trying to do in life, you want to do it consistently. One of my issues I have with that, or that tends to happen, is I just get overwhelmed with stuff, right? So I try to do so much at one time, and then I get, like I said earlier, I get burnt out, and I kind of end it for a little bit, and then it's hard to get started again, and I kind of get back into it. One thing that's worked for me, and this might not work for everybody, but at least for me, one thing I kind of do is, and I have long-term goals, right? Like I have goals to where, like, I know what I want to be at in 5 years, or I want to know what I want to be at in 2 months, right? I have those goals. But what I also try and do is I break those goals down into smaller goals. So instead of saying, okay, I want to post a video every day for a month, right? I say, okay, let me post a video every day this week. See what I'm saying? Let me post a video every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You know, see what I'm saying? This week, just for this week. Then when that next week comes around, let me make sure I get it just this week. next week, focus on that next week. So if I break it down to weeks, instead of saying I want to post a video every day for the next month, for me, it helps because I have that smaller goal to obtain. You also kind of feel better because it's good. Yeah, you could easily get that I'm posting a video every day for a month, but you feel better completing those smaller goals because you're completing a lot more smaller goals than one huge big goal. And then at the end of the day, you still completed the same big goal because you did it every single week. See what I'm saying? Like, you're still completing both goals, but it just seems a little bit easier because you're doing it in smaller segments. You're feeling more accomplished because you get more accomplishment. Just think about this, right? Would it feel better to get an award for everything you did, or just one time for your entire life? Like, if you had a awards cabinet, would you just want one life trophy or a bunch of trophies build up in that awards cabinet, closet, whatever you want to call it, right? You want a whole bunch. So for me, what I do, I break my goals down to smaller goals within goals. And I kind of just try and stay consistent with that. I think the rule is, like, you gotta do something consistently for 21 days to become a habit. Very true. If that's the amount of days. I think it's 21 days. I'm pretty sure. But it's very true. If you end up doing something for 21 days, like, it just kind of becomes second nature. And that's kind of what I'm just trying to do with all this content and everything is just week by week, just making sure I get that week done. To get the next week done, get the next week done. 2 months from now, I'm not even gonna be thinking about it. It's gonna be autopilot. And I'm just be throwing videos out easily. You know what I'm saying? Without even thinking about it. So if there's anybody out there who's struggling right now to get anything going, the first thing I always say is just start it. Right? Just start it. Even with this podcast, right? This podcast, this particular podcast, it's had different names. If you guys have been on my channel for a long time, I used to call it I think it was Inside Super's Mind, right? I did it years ago. I think I did 2 or 3 episodes. Then I stopped, and then never picked it up again. So really, this is the first episode back. I've done a couple of their speaking videos, but never really in podcast form. But this is something I've wanted to do for years, and it's 2021, and I'm just now starting it, right? But at the end of the day, I'm getting that first episode out there. No, it's not going to be the best. I'm pretty sure this podcast has been kind of all over the place. Appreciate you sticking around listening, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, it's kind of my first time doing it, so I don't expect it to be the best it can be. But a year from now, you know what I'm saying, it could be, or actually I'm not. I don't really do could. Like I say, it will be, you know what I'm saying, one of the top podcasts out there, and I'm gonna have a bunch of people listening to it, enjoying the content. I'll be flowing smoothly, better outlines. A lot of stuff I do, by the way, is off the top of the head. I really don't like to. It's hard for me to go off script. So it do seem kind of over the place. I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna do like outlines, but this whole podcast, this whole first one's been off the top of the head, right? I ain't got nothing. There's nothing I'm like looking at or reading from. It's just all on top of the head. I do feel like I perform way better like that. But with that being said, like I said, you know what I'm saying, you gotta start. You gotta start. A lot of my friends who've gotten into content or want to do content, I always tell them, just, you gotta do that first video, do that first stream, do that first TikTok, first Instagram post. You have to do the first. If you never do the first one, if you get stuck on doing that first one, you can never get started. If you go for your favorite YouTuber, right? Go on their videos, unless they've hidden them. A lot of them hide them for whatever the reasons are. But go on their first videos if you can. Reverse the search from instead of doing newest to oldest, do oldest to newest. Watch their first videos. Watch their very first video, and then go watch their video they just posted. You're gonna think it's two different people. And nobody's first video was super dope. Nobody's first video was clean. I'm sure they had choppy edits, terrible mics, bad lighting, all that stuff. It is what it is. Michael Bay's first movie was probably trash. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's first movie is probably trash. Everyone's first anything was probably trash. But you gotta start it. And then you gotta consistently work on that craft to get it to where you want to be. I'm sure right now there's something that you're thinking of that you have wanted to do for a long time, right? And I know you have that vision of what you want it to be, but it's not going to be there that first day, right? Amazon was not Amazon its first day. Okay, I'm a little bit older. I'm gonna show my age a little bit. Do y'all remember Netflix? Again, we're segueing back to Squid Game. Squid Game's one of the biggest shows out right now. It's on Netflix. Do y'all remember when Netflix was shipping out CDs and discs? That used to be Netflix. Now it's a whole streaming platform. I'm sure, I don't know who owns Netflix, but I'm sure dude had this idea of what he wanted Netflix to be, but he had to get it there. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't always there. So he had to start sending y'all CDs for a subscription every month. And now it is what it is. Now I'm sure he's rich as hell. Mr. Netflix, rich as hell. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to start. You got to start. You have to start the thing that you want to start and then consistently work on that craft. Don't try to go crazy. You want to put 102,000% effort into it, right? You want to put your all, but you don't want to overwhelm yourself and try to just go crazy with it, right? So consistently work on it. Like I said, for me, I try to do smaller goals that helps me not burn myself out. But whatever it is, just start it. Start that podcast, start that YouTube channel, start that business, start that whatever it is. Just start it and you're good to go. And it's funny I'm saying that because I had a conversation with somebody else the other day about a project that I'm working on. And you know, like I said, what I say earlier, gotta take your own advice. So I know what I'm saying. I gotta can't have your cake and eat it too. I gotta, you know what I'm saying, look within it and figure that crap out too.
Hey, listen.